Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. God is waiting for you. And today I'll be showing you Bible study books that I'm going to be learning that I got for my birthday this year. It also shows you to literally get in depth in the Word of God and the topics. So the first time I'm first starting is The Armor of God by Priscilla Shirer. It has 7 sessions and I started a little bit on this. And all these books also include a video. And at the end of the page, it tells you the code for the video, where you can put it like this. And then it gives you some blanks for the video, tells you like key points, and this is where it has it. To start with, it has the Bible verse, so the armor of God. Like it says in Ephesians 14:2-19, it says, "Stand firm, therefore, having girded your loins with the truth, and having put on the breastplate of righteousness, and having shod your feet with the preparation of the gospel of peace. In addition to all, taking up the shield of faith, with which you will be able to extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one. And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. With all prayer and petition, pray at all times in the Spirit. And with this in view, be on the alert with all perseverance and petition for all saints, and pray." A key thing that we have to include in the armor of God is prayer. Because prayer helps us have peace in the middle of storms and life and everything. So this is the first time I'm doing it, because I created a paper. And these are all the goals I want to accomplish this year. And the main goal I put is be transformed. And one of the points I put was put on the armor of God. At the end, I also put a verse, and these are just things I want to accomplish this year. So the first one is armor of God that I got. These are all a collection. The one I got is Elijah, faith in the fire. This was one of the 2 persons that got taken by God. It's like this. 7 lessons. It also has a video too included, and all of them are by Priscilla Shirer. I haven't started this one yet, but first I'm focusing on the armor of God. This is the one. And it says, "Expand your faith, experience God's fire." Elijah emerged as a voice of unapologetic truth during a time of national crisis and moral decline. His ministry was marked by the tenacity of faith and holy fire, the same kinds you will need in order to remain steadfast in current culture. Join trusted Bible teacher Priscilla Shirer for a fresh look at Elijah and the difficult choices of obedience that kept him anchored, sharpened in his faith, broadened his impact, and invited heaven's fire to fall. Because he was taken in a windshield of fire, like a tornado. So that was one of them. The other one that got taken by God was Enoch. This one's Jonah. It's also by Priscilla Shirer, and it says navigating a life interrupted. It also has a video, 7 lessons. It's a Bible study. It really gets in depth. And I know Jonah, God called him to do something, but he kept running away from God. And that's his story. That's why it shows a clock. The other one I got was Gideon. I know this is in the Old Testament, and it says, "Your weakness is God's strength." That. The code is for the video included is always on the back of the book, all the way in the end of the book. And then it says, "God can use your weakness. Do you feel overwhelmed, intimidated, insufficient, too old, too young, too afraid?" Gideon's story involves for more than a wet fleece in a battle won with 300 soldiers. His epic victory actually tells us of one man's struggle with his own weakness, and the one true God to transform it into triumph. There's also more too, but that's a little bit how it is. So the first one is Gideon. The other one I got was He Speaks to Me. They all have videos. It's preparing to hear from God. That it says, "How can I position myself to hear God's voice?" God desires to speak us personally. He wants to meet us where we are and reveal His will for our lives. So why do we settle for the word of the Lord revealed to someone else and passed on to us, as if God does not speak to us individually? That's a little bit. What is the vow? He speaks to me. The other one I got is Discerning the Voice of God. It's how to recognize the voice of God and when He speaks. And it says, "May sheep hear my voice. If hearing God has seemed challenging, Priscilla Shirer invites you to explore a more intimate relationship with Him, one that you can make Him hearing His will, His heart, and His voice your ongoing experience." That's a little bit how it's about. too. That's another one I got. This one has 7 lessons again. And this is the other one I got. This one has 5 lessons. It's a little bit shorter. And it's breathe, making room for Sabbath. I know this is one of the 10 commandments, and Sabbath day. It's like setting, just like how Jesus took 7 days to create the earth, but on the 7th day he rested. So it's kind of like recognizing the day of Sabbath and actually taking a day to rest. And it also has a video too. It says, you need some breathing room. With a jammed, packed life, what missing is space for God to speak, room for you to hear. It's time to set aside the activities and busyness that swallow up rest and peace. And all of that really talks about like really getting into like the topics, and this also shows different ones. And there's also different books that don't have the video included if you don't want it. And like that, I got the video also, and it also gives us a lesson. This one I haven't started yet, but it's like this. It always gets context to see what it's about. Like session 1 is the freedom of the Sabbath, viewer guide, and group discussion and questions. Like if you want to do this in group too, it really can help like a community and the church and everything. So you also can take these books to study with everyone. So I really like all these books for the Bible study. I got all these on my birthday. Like these ones, and there's also more over here. And also, this can also inspire you to also make a vision, like not like a vision board, but like what you want to grow this year. The main word I put was be transformed. And yes. So verses I want to share is in Proverbs 16:3. Commit your actions to the Lord, and your plans will succeed. The second verse I want to share is in Colossians 3:2. Think about things of heaven, not the things of the earth. We should always remember to surround ourselves with God-centered things. We should never keep filling ourselves with worldly things because it always leads us into depression and feeling like we're lost. But when you find God, you find yourself. You find your calling that God is calling you to do. You should move out of the comfortable and go to the uncomfortable, because sometimes the Satan likes to keep us in the same spot where we can never move. That's all for my video. I hope you liked it. Bye!